September 26th comes, best believe Georgia's going to be ready to play some football.
You'd best believe Georgia is going to be ready to play some football. You just heard it there from Tyson Campbell, a defensive back for the Dogs. Georgia getting ready for this game with Arkansas here in a couple of weeks, and I know for me, I'm ready. I'm ready to watch Georgia play for sure. And how ready is this program to get rolling? I mean, they have an opportunity here to have a special season amidst all of this wild, all of the wild circumstances that we're dealing with. It's just become a crazy time for sure. I don't think I need to reiterate that. But for Tyson Campbell, a guy who's had his ups and downs in his 2 years at Georgia, this time for a rebirth for him? What about for the rest of the program? I mean, who's going to deal with this the best? Is it going to be the team that's most eager to play, or the one that's most prepared and ready for what they're getting into? It's hard to imagine that, we've heard nothing from Georgia about practices being missed. We've heard nothing about, and they've not released any COVID information. They're one of the few schools in the country who've not been doing that. So some of this is mysterious still, but you get the feeling that if there was a widespread problem at Georgia, that we would have heard it by now. I mean, nothing stays quiet for long. I mean, it just doesn't happen. So with Tyson Campbell saying that, we're really ready to play, what kind of performance should Georgia fans be expecting from this program that has come so close so many times? This could be a year that Georgia doesn't want to give away. How ready do they need to be for 10-game stretch in 11 weeks or so, we think, in the SEC, where they're one of the favorites to win the league? I mean, does everything change if they go to Alabama and win? Does everything change if they go to Alabama and lose? What games matter the most for this team to pick up? I mean, I would say the Florida game is must win, basically. I don't see any other way around that. What should we really expect from a program where we don't even know who the starting quarterback is? Tyson Campbell says that Georgia is going to be ready to play. And to me, guys say stuff. I mean, I didn't think it was anything that was any big deal or not, but it did feel like he really meant what he said. It wasn't just some summer fluff. We get a lot of preseason fluff. That happens every summer. And someone like me who's been through this for a while, you learn not to take it seriously. But with the way that he said it, it feels like they'll be ready to play against Arkansas. And then from that point forward, you can't, it's going to be hard to totally know what to expect. Auburn the next week has not had as many practice opportunities because of COVID. I mean, they did not practice for multiple days, and you've seen that through the league. Georgia, we don't know, but I've not heard that. And so my assumption is that they've practiced their 20 or whatever it is practices so far and are taking it from there. It just struck me that he said that the way that he did. And this is a program that for 40 years has figured out how not to achieve its goal of winning the national championship in any way possible. Last play of the game they've lost the national championship a few times. Penn State, Alabama. So, this program is in a position to where they really should be trying to craft their way to Atlanta. And you could get a very different situation in Atlanta, whether you're playing Alabama, LSU, Auburn, Texas A&M, or whoever, than at the beginning of the season. There's so many unknowns going into this Arkansas game. Other than the one known we have is that one team is much better than the other, that being Georgia versus these Hogs. But this is an opportunity, and if Tyson Campbell's right, we'll see it right away. I mean, good teams don't goof around. They don't goof around. Let's see if that happens with Georgia against Arkansas in a couple of weeks here. Make sure to click this playlist that just popped up. I'll see you over there on the playlist.